Hi violins, this is Mrs. Sabo, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to read your notes on the D string. So our D string notes we've learned are D, 0 fingers, your first finger for E, second finger is F sharp, and 3 fingers for G. But when we read those notes on the staff, we need to learn where they live on the staff and how to read them rather than just play them. Here we have our staff. The staff is the 5 lines and 4 spaces in music. The notes fall on the staff, and where they live on the staff, whether it's a line or a space, and which line and which space it is, changes what note we're reading. At the beginning of your staff, you'll see a clef. A clef tells you which notes you're reading, whether they're for the violin, viola, cello, or bass. When we play the violin, we see the treble clef, which is this kind of swirly looking symbol. It's called the treble clef, and you should see that at the beginning of your music. Next, we have our D string notes written out on the staff. The note at the bottom in green is the note D. The one right above it is E on that bottom line. The bottom space with that hashtag looking symbol that's called a sharp is called F sharp, and the second line is G. D is the space below the staff. I say that D lives in the doghouse under the staff. You can remember it that way. And whenever you see a D below the staff, that's going to tell you you play your 0 fingers, open D string. The next note we have is E. I call this one E the elephant. E the elephant is played with your first finger on the D string, but when we read it on the staff, it's the bottom line. You can remember that an elephant stomps around on the ground and is very heavy, so you need to use your heavy first finger to hold down that string whenever you see a note head that is placed on the bottom line of the staff. Next up, we have F sharp the frog. F sharp the frog hops in the bottom space. It's resting between 2 lines. So it's not below the staff, it's between 2 lines in the space in the middle, and it's called F sharp. So it's the bottom space of the staff for F sharp, and that's 2 fingers. You would play that like this. Next up, we have G. This is G the gorilla, or I call it 1, 2, 3. His name is G. You can remember that G the gorilla is a little higher up than some of our other notes and animals that are on the ground. G the gorilla swings in the trees, which is the second line of the staff. Whenever you see a note head on the second line, that tells you you're going to play 1, 2, 3. His name is G, which sounds like this. Now I've written out some examples where you can see now the note heads are filled in. So whether the note heads are empty or filled in the middle, you're still going to play the note based on where it is on the staff. Here we have the D below the staff. So it's going to be D, 0 fingers. And I'll play 4 of them and you can play along. 1, 2, ready, go. D, 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 D. Next we have our note head filled in again. What note do you think this is? If you said E, you're right. E is the bottom line, E the elephant. You can't see the line coming through the note head now because it's filled in, but it's still resting on that line. So this is E, your first finger on the D string. Try to play 4 E's with me. Ready, go. Next up we have F sharp, 2 fingers. You can see the hashtag right in front of it, and it's resting between the lines like we said. Notice there's only this sharp sign right at the beginning. You don't have to repeat it over and over throughout the measure. That lasts for the full measure, and then it'll show up again in the next measure. But here we have F sharp, 2 fingers. Try to play it with me. Ready, go. And finally, we have our last note, which is 1, 2, 3. His name is G. So you're going to put down 3 fingers on the D string to play this one. And notice it's the second line that we're paying attention to that. So second line for 3 fingers G. Ready, go. Here we can see that we have a D, an E, an F sharp, and a G written out in order. So that would be 0 fingers, 1, 2 for F sharp, and 3 for G. See if you can play this along with me in order, okay? Get into playing position, hover your fingers above the string, and we're going to try playing D, E, F sharp, G. Ready, go. 0, 1, 2, 3. And those are your notes on the D string. Have fun practicing. I'll see you guys next time.